My mic was muted. Hey, newbie prank one. How's that? Good way to start the day. All right, let's start that again. Real life, real talk, real people where questions find courage. This is Ask a Bee, and I'm so happy you're here and that my mic is working. Okay, before we begin today's letter, I know y'all can see the little Dallas Cowboys up there. I'm sure how y'all have heard the news. So before we begin today's letter, I want to speak directly to Dallas, my home, to Cowboys Nation, my nation, and to everyone feeling shaken today, because we're feeling it. Hello, Bare Bottom Brenton. How are you? So good to see you. Okay, sometimes life hits close to home, you know. This one's hard for me today. Sometimes it's someone whose name we know, whose jersey we've cheered for, whose energy we've watched on the field. That's me. Sometimes it's someone young, you know, like this, and strong, and someone who seemed to have every reason to keep pushing forward. And when something sudden happens, especially right here near us, it impacts the whole community. It makes you stop, breathe, and feel it in a way you didn't expect. And for those of you who are empathic, like me, who feel deeply, who carry the emotions of the world when we don't want to, days like this hit harder. And that doesn't make you weak. That doesn't make you dramatic. That doesn't make you make something, or it doesn't mean something is wrong with you, okay? It means you care. It means your heart is alive. And there's something we all need to remember right now. Someone else's darkest moments do not define their story. It does not erase their goodness, their light, or their talent. And it does not transfer their struggle onto you. Every person, even the strong ones, even the inspiring ones, the ones we look up to, carry battles nobody else sees. You can honor someone without absorbing their pain. You can feel this moment without letting it pull you under. Today we remember Marshawn Nealon, not for a single moment, but for who he was. A Dallas Cowboy, a powerful presence, a young man with heart, talent, and impact. And his story is not one moment. His story is everything he gave while he was here. And to everyone that's listening, if today feels heavy, if this hits you harder because it's close to home, like myself, and I'm reaffirming to myself, if you're trying to make sense of something that doesn't have any answers, just breathe, feel what you feel, and don't carry more than what belongs to you. We stand together today, not in gossip, not in speculation, but in compassion for him, his family, for Cowboys Nation, and for anyone who has ever struggled silently. Now, I just got the news right before I got on here that he did, in fact, this was a personal act. Let me put it that way. I don't want to use those words, but I have put numbers up in our chat because I feel so strongly about this. I have lost family members to this kind of situation, and you need to know there was something that they were fighting, that there was no one that could help because, first off, nobody knew, okay? These are silent battles. Don't forget that. I hate to report this. I truly do. I wasn't always a football fan, but recently it's become something my husband and I do quite often, and it's brought us close. And, NASCAR used to be our thing. We're rednecks. I'm not going to lie. Okay. But you feel it in a quiet room right after a football game, right before the next game. You feel it. And I just want y'all to know it's okay to feel what you're feeling. I feel pretty hard about this one too. In fact, I was a little worried I could get through my intro for this. But like Big Jack says, the show must go on. And now, with that same spirit of honesty, connection, and courage, we're going to move into today's Ask a Bee and our first letter, if that's all right with y'all. If you want to take a moment, that's okay too. There is a pause button. I have to keep moving, otherwise I'll hit the pause button on me. So we are going to start with our first letter today. And I know us ladies, even the men out there, probably understand what this is like, because you may even have a woman that likes to treat you this way too. My best friend treats me like a therapist. That's okay, honey. They're supposed to. Okay? That's all right. So here's the deal. B, I need advice about a friendship that's starting to drain me in ways I don't think I'd understand until recently. My best friend and I have been close for 20 years. She's the one person who has seen me through every phase of my life, from heartbreaks to job changes to family drama. We've always been those call each other for everything friends. But over the last couple of years, something has shifted, and honestly, it's starting to feel one-sided. Wow. Okay, whenever she calls me now, it's never just to check in or catch up or laugh about something. It's always to unload, and I mean unload. She'll go for hours about her job, her boyfriend, her anxiety, her family, her latest crisis. And I just sit there listening, supporting, giving advice, walking her through the same situations over and over again. But the moment I try to talk about what I'm going through, if I mention I'm stressed, if I try to open up even a little, she suddenly has to go, or she's too tired to talk. I've had one of those. Or she changes the subject so fast it gives me whiplash. Now that sounds familiar. Makes me feel like I'm not a friend to her. I'm a dumping ground with ears. I feel guilty even thinking that, because I know she struggles with a lot, but I also know I'm struggling too, and I don't get the same space, the same energy, or the same care that I constantly give her. I love her. I don't want to lose this friendship, but I don't want to suffocate under it either. I'm scared to bring it up because she's sensitive and tends to take things personally. I'm worried it will explode into drama, or she'll accuse me of not being supportive. But if I don't say something soon, I'm afraid resentment is going to build. How do I make this friendship mutual again? How do I say I need support too without sounding like I'm attacking her? And how do I set boundaries without losing someone who's been in my life for 2 decades, emotionally exhausted? Oh, my dear friend. Hello, Big Jack. Good to see ya. Okay. All right, baby, this one right here, this is the kind of slow burn hurt that takes a minute to even recognize. Because it hides itself under loyalty, history, and love. It doesn't punch you in the face. It bleeds you one conversation at a time. Let's sit in this one together for a minute, because what you're describing is one of the most common and most misunderstood friendship imbalances out there. A friendship becomes unbalanced long before it becomes unbearable. Okay. You didn't wake up one day and say, wow, I'm exhausted. Okay. This built over time, long time, 2 decades, right? At first, it felt like supporting her. Then it felt like her helping her through her rough patches, right? Then it felt like being her comfort place. All good things. All good things. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just be upfront and honest, express your feelings. Absolutely. Now it feels like you're like an emotional landfill. I'm speaking from experience here. For every crisis that she has, while your own needs sit untouched. And as subtle as that shift is, it's powerful too, right? The hurt it creates is real, unfortunately. What you're experiencing it's not friendship, it's emotional labor. Okay, let's call it what it is. You're carrying her anxiety, her relationship frustrations, her job drama, her emotional cycles, her stress, constant need for comfort, lack of emotional self-regulation too. What are you getting in return? No space, support. She's not reciprocating in any way. There's no balance, right? More of her, just more of her. Friendships can really survive differences in personality, but what it can't survive is one person doing all the emotional heavy lifting. And I think that's true in any relationship, friends or anybody like that. Let's see, Brenton, what do you have to say? If your friendship is as long and strong as you say it will naturally work itself out. Amen to that. Amen to that. My best friend, her mother's thing was when we get into a fight, it'll all come out in the wash. Just throw it in. And Brenton says a lot of times people do or don't understand what they're doing to the other person, and bringing that to light can open eyes. Amen. Absolutely. And that is absolutely a good point. Therapists listen, you're not a therapist, okay, first and foremost. That role is draining the friendship. And a therapist listens without sharing, without venting, carries someone else's emotions without expecting anything in return. But a therapist gets paid, right? Therapist sets boundaries and doesn't call someone at 2 a.m. crying about the same guy for the 6th time in 1 month. Now, you're doing the work of a therapist, but receiving none of the structure, respect, or compensation. That imbalance will break any bond. Friendships, family, and the imbalance, no matter how long it's lasted, is going to break you. Hi, Patty. Good to see you again, honey. So happy you're here. Thank you again for yesterday. That was amazing. We got our first super chat over here from Patty. Now, okay, I don't want to lose my place here. I've got talking points I've got written down here. So, okay, she isn't a bad friend. Okay, don't get me wrong on this one. She's just unskilled at being a balanced friend. And it's important. It's not malicious. It's not trying to use you. It's not intentionally draining you. She simply doesn't have the tools to self-soothe or self-reflect or process her emotions, okay? She doesn't know how to manage her anxiety or handle conflict. Thank you, Source. Thank you so much. Good to see you. One of my biggest cheerleaders over there. I'm all here for you too, honey. I love you. That's my brother in Hawaii there. And my sister Patty. I'm so glad to see you. And thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know about level-headed, but I'm going to do my best. Okay. So I guess more that she doesn't understand is also that She does what emotionally unskilled people do. Okay. Being being present for someone else, it's not what she knows to do. She attaches herself to one person who can hold her, and she doesn't even realize she's drowning you in the process. Her lack of awareness is not your responsibility to fix, but it is your responsibility to address it, okay? 20-year friendships go through seasons, some beautiful, some are really lopsided. I have a few. I know. The longevity of a friendship, though, does not make it immune to imbalance. You're not a bad friend for recognizing a pattern. You're not dramatic for wanting mutual, to be mutual in this friendship. You're not selfish for needing her support too. You're human, just like her. And friendships require two humans, not one pouring endlessly and one receiving endlessly. You're scared to bring it up. I get that too. I hate trying to ask somebody or tell somebody about a problem because I feel automatically they're going to throw their defenses up, right? So you're scared to bring it up because you know her reaction pattern too, and that's the problem. You already know. She'll get defensive. She'll take it personally. She'll twist it into, you don't care about me. She'll make her reaction bigger than your concern. That means she's not practicing emotional maturity. She's practicing emotional dependence. And dependence always, always resists boundaries. But your comfort cannot be sacrificed to protect her discomfort, okay? Pardon me. Y'all know I talk a lot, right? At least I do now. So that's not a friendship. That's emotional captivity, right? The conversation has to happen. It has to be handled gently and truthfully. It's not a confrontation. It's just an adjustment. And that's what you need to get across to her. Maybe this will help. This is kind of how I did it. Okay. Hey, listen, I love you. You're my friend and you matter so much to me. Our relationship, everything, it matters so much to me. But lately, I've been feeling a little bit drained in our conversations because they're mostly about what's going wrong in your life. I want us to be able to support each other, not just one way. Okay. And tell her, listen, I want to hear about all the good things in your life too. Don't give me all the bad. Give me the good. Like Mama Lyons says, and we carry with us every single day, me and Big Jack too. Lemonade. Okay? Bring the positive too. That's balance between you and her. Yes. But that's also a balance for her. And that's teaching her, look, you can balance yourself out. She needs help. She just needs to know that you're there, but you need to know that too, right? So if she interrupts you in this process and stays defensive, or she shifts into drama, she gently bring it back. Look, I'm not saying anything is wrong with you, okay? What I'm saying is something is wrong with our balance. And the key here, okay, the biggest key you need to remember, they need to hear this. I want a friendship where we both feel supported. You're not putting blame on her. You're requesting her to reciprocate. What you give is what you get, right? Also, you need to set quiet boundaries. The kind that protect your energy without punishing her, okay? Nobody needs to be punished in this situation. Here are the boundaries. You don't announce, you enforce, okay? Boundary 1, listen, shorten the calls. I do have a friend that will call me and she will go off for probably 45 minutes, if I allow it, on all the bad stuff. We don't need all that bad stuff. No bad stuff, please. Now, not every crisis deserves a 2-hour session. You can say, hey, I only have about 20 minutes, but please let me know what's going on. It's easy. Just change your words a little bit. If you feel like you're going to hit her defenses, change your words. It doesn't have to be a battle. Let's see here. Patty says, good point, B. It's not the friendship, it's the boundaries. No blame. Amen to that. See? I'm so glad you get it. It's, yes, Big Jack, you're right. Not all can give advice. That is so true. And especially to someone who is being a tad bit dramatic and just dumps it all on you at one time. You have to address these things. That's part of the reason why I like doing these letters, is because I can go through him and I can make a talking point about every single point that they bring up in their letter. And I can hit those points every single time. So if somebody knows how to slow it down like this is what gets them to understand it a little bit better. You know, you don't have to answer that call every time either, okay? You don't have to. Just redirect. Redirect. Let some calls go to voicemail. Call back when you have emotional capacity. You have that right. And you have the right also to answer that call and say, listen, I'm a little busy right now. I'll give you a call right back. If you feel like not answering the call would get them defensive, because I'll tell you, that's something that happens to me too. It really does. Redirect your topics, okay? If she repeats a story you've heard 20 times, girl, we walked through this one already. What else you got going on, okay? You got something good happening today? It's okay. If you're friends that long, and I think Branton said something about this, if you're friends that long, you can be a little bit more blunt than probably what I'm saying here. You know, girl, we've talked through this. Look, chick, listen. Yes, Jack, exactly my point. Stop sugarcoating your answers. When you point out both sides of the coin, most stop coming to you with their problems. Amen. Amen. But, you know, also, you want to be able to have somebody that you can go and share your problems with too. So when they stop sharing, you automatically feel like, of course, you've got to stop sharing too. Yeah. Yeah. I got time for about one phone call a year. That's what it feels like. You know, they're calling you all the time and you get to call them, and one time they'll let you have it, right? And Branton says, I'm very blunt. Sometimes it gets me in trouble. Hey, you know what? Me too. Okay. I'm not going to lie, because I will tell this chick, look, we already had this discussion and I'm done with it. If you don't have something good for me, then I have to go. I have other things I have to do. And yes, she will. She'll get mad at me, won't call me for a few days, but she'll call me back when she's got something else she needs to dump on me. By that time, I'm emotionally charged again and ready for it. So without hurting her, and it's okay, she doesn't come in here to watch my show, and if she does, she'll get it. But without hurting her, I will tell her, look, you know, I can't do that right now. I will call you back when I can. And she gets it. And it's okay. Yes, some can't handle the truth. That is, oh my gosh. That's her sometimes too. I'll admit that. And she admits it to her. I wouldn't say so. She knows I love her. But, you know, sometimes with your friends too, you become too much alike each other, or, you know, opposites attract, but same minds think alike. So she's She and I, we say we work on one brain cell. Some of the time I have all of it. Some of the time she has all of it. Most of the time we only have about half. And it works, and you find ways in your friendship to get through those, I don't know, infuriating moments when you say, listen, I told you, I heard you say that. I gave you my opinion on it. I understand that it's a problem for you, but listen, it's not my problem. I can't give you another opinion on it. My opinion stays the same. Eventually, she will stop talking to me about that one. But, usually when I say something like that, she'll say, I'm sorry, I forgot I told you about this. No, you didn't, honey. You just really wanted to rant about it again. And that's what I'll tell her. And that's how blunt I will be. But we've gotten to that point. I mean, we're talking almost 2 decades now. And we're at that point. Yes, absolutely. Jack and Branton agrees with you that a real friend will tell the whole truth. Amen to that. Amen to that. You can't sugarcoat stuff. You just can't. When I try and open up to her sometimes, she swerves the conversation too. I'll get on the phone with her and I'll start telling her about my day after I've let her go. Just go ahead. Tell me everything you got to go. Let it go. And then it's my turn, right? No, just as soon as I start letting it go, she swerves the conversation. And you can't let her do that. So to be gentle, hey, I wasn't finished. I want to talk about this too. I mean, it's not hard. It's not hard. Just say it. Look, you just sit here and spent 20 minutes telling me about your day. It's my turn. Let me have my moment too. If they're real friends, decade-long friends, they get that because they've seen your good side. They've seen your bad side. And if they haven't been a good enough friend, have they? So then tell them, look, when you can give what you get, then don't come to me with your problems, right? And man, to get back to the letter, because I'm trying to get back to the letter. I'm going past a few things just to try to the conversations when she swerves them, and you tell her I wasn't finished. Oh, let's see here. Some people want a pity party. Oh my God, yes they do. You're so true. That is so true. And she usually does, and it's probably my fault too, because I'll tell you, I went and said, hey, it'll be all right. You got this. Listen, you're better than that, and I gave her that open door is what I did. I sure did. When the pity party started, though, I tried to catch it as soon as possible. And that happens too. Let's see. The source says, once I realized people just wanted to vomit on me, I considered setting up a paywall. Then I just went cold turkey. No more phone calls. Big Jack says, good point, source. Absolutely good point, source. Absolutely. You got to stop it. You got to nip it in the bud, or it's going to stay that way. Obviously, this has happened for longer than, just a few days. You've been friends for two decades. So I don't know. And the truth is, and probably what you need to hear is, you're not afraid of losing the friendship. You're afraid of losing the history. Okay. And yeah, that's hard. But let me tell you something. History's not a good enough reason to accept emotional imbalance either. Friendship has to work today. not 2 decades ago, and it just stays that way. And if, this person truly loves you, your friend, she will adjust, reflect, and try and grow with you, right? And if she doesn't, then the friendship, it's not ending. It's not evolving. It's just stagnant. And nobody wants to be like that. And you need to let them understand too that they're hurting themselves in the whole situation by not balancing it out. Big Jack says, Big, on the other hand, it's really awesome to have a friend that will stick closer than a brother. That is so true, huh? Mr. Walt talks, right? Patty says, it's kind of a tough one because if you try to point out someone being selfish and it's all about them, you do risk losing the friendship. It is a tough one. It really is. But, if she doesn't do it, then the friendship isn't ending, if she doesn't walk away, then it's evolving, not ending. If she chooses not to evolve, she chose to end it. That's not for you. That's not for you to carry. And sometimes evolution even looks like distance. The bottom line, you deserve a friendship that feels like exchange, not extraction. Or, I hate getting on the phone and it being like I'm getting a tooth pulled. Extraction, literally. Pardon me. You deserve to be emotionally reciprocated. Okay? In any relationship, you deserve support, balance, someone who asks, how are you? Someone who holds a space for you. I prefer to spend my time focused on self-growth and my mission. You know what? That's great. That's absolutely great, because you can't be that friend without knowing yourself first, right? Without growing yourself first. You can't tolerate their bad habits, like calling you and dumping on you, if you can't tolerate your own life and what's going on with you. And that's perfect, Source. That's perfect. I'm gonna have to get you up here one day. You know that, sir. Now, you need to go back and remind them that, your needs are not an attack or a betrayal, and you're not trying to be selfish. It's exhaustion, and it's clarity that you need. And clarity is how relationships heal or reveal, right? Absolutely. My goodness. What a lively chat room we have today. Thank you so much for all this. Now, I don't know about y'all, but that one was a little bit rough for me, because I have lost friends over that same situation. They hair hanging around here somewhere. Not a technical difficulty, just a personal difficulty. I have a friend that I had. I was 8 years old when I met her. Which, okay, Big Jack says you might need to find another friend for yourself. You are, silly me, you are their true friend, but they might not be yours. Very true. Very true. I had a friend that I met in elementary school. I was 8 years old, and I've known her that long, and we have not spoken in probably 20 years. But we used to be the type of friends that I could say her name out loud and she'd call me. Weird like that, but it was true. And that other half brain cell thing too is what we always thought. But one day she just stopped calling me. And it was because I told her, look, all you do is call and complain and I'm sorry, bitch and moan. Okay. That's all you do. And I need to hear some of the good stuff in your life because I know you have some good stuff. I can see it on your Facebook, right? Or MySpace at the time, I guess is what it was. Yes, I'm that old. I don't want to hear it, please. So, yeah, and she just decided to stop talking to me. And that was hard because she was the godmother for my children. My daughter was named after her. Yeah, we were really close friends. She was my maid of honor in my wedding, all those things. And just one day, because I would not sit and listen to her complaints, she just decided not to talk to me again. And that's okay. That's okay. That was her choice because she was Big Jack. Don't you dare. You know what MySpace was. I'm sure of it. As many social media accounts you have right now, you knew what MySpace was, mister. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, Brenton, thank you so much. I'm going to take a phone call and you might be back. I'm on here for at least another 20 minutes, Brenton, so I hope you make it. I can relate. Had similar thing happen. What hurts is that they showed you that the friendship wasn't worth fighting for. It really hurts. Yes, absolutely. Oh my gosh, absolutely. And I probably had not worked on my delivery methods very well too. When I said to her, you know, I mean, I had known her for 20 years already. I might just have to have an ass source. No, it did really hurt. It really hurt because I was the godmother of her child too. And I'll be honest with you, I don't even know what she looks like anymore. She's kept her hidden from me, even though we've lived, you know, probably 2 cities away from each other. But yeah, that stuff hurts because all that time that you were such good friends for so long. I mean, it was her and I and our friend Steven and Sage. Hey, good to see you. Oh my goodness. Yes, a day off. Well, I'm so happy about that. And I'm happy you made it here. Oh my goodness. I've been wondering about you, my friend. Oh my goodness. Okay. This started out as a somber day, but things are getting better. You probably, there wasn't very many people online. I'm so happy you're here, Sage. I was just thinking about you yesterday, wondering what you were up to. If you'd found any aliens for me yet. So, what I was going to say is I do have my Dallas Cowboy little emblem up there. I'll be taking that down, but we had one of our football players, 24 years old, Marshawn Nealon. I hope you find me one, Sage. Look at 3i. I'm telling you. Maybe in that volcano I'm not watching anymore. I might have to get back to that too. So I'm not going to use the word, but he was found passed away today. Self-inflicted, unfortunately, and man, that's a harsh one. So it started out on a somber note, and I just want to say, now that I do have some people in here, please keep Dallas Cowboys in your prayers, and in your thoughts. Because, hey, this is a hard one. But here we started out on this note, and the Cowboys and this situation, and getting through this first letter. And oh my goodness, you guys, you are amazing. Let me tell you, I love the conversations we've had so far. It's been wonderful. Oh, Miss Patty friend. Oh, I love you, honey. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm starting to feel it a lot more here lately. Let me tell you. Finally up here on stage with you guys. So here I am, finally doing this everyday thing. I think we're doing good. I think we're doing good. And I appreciate you saying that, Patty. I really do. Forgive me. You probably can't see how red I am right now. Thank you, honey. I appreciate you so much. I do. Oh my goodness. I don't even know if I should get into another letter. We still got 20 minutes. I probably should. Oh, okay. So explain how the show works. Absolutely. Absolutely. What we do here is I receive letters, and hopefully I can get you guys all to send letters to anybody and everybody. In fact, I'm going to take this down, and I want to put this up as I'm explaining, because what we are here is a universe. I am simply a small little piece of this beautiful group. And I know you said explain how my show works, but I have to explain the universe too, Big Jack. Now, Big Jack is the man here, okay? And his universe, the Sharpening Iron universe, is what I am so very, very proud to be a part of right now. And as I was saying, I am just a very small part of this universe. And let me tell you, it has made me feel like the biggest star out there, okay? Big Jack, Mama Lyons, we're all three working together, and with Walt Talks too, to make this universe expand. We all have our little spinoffs. Mama Lyons, in fact, has a spinoff coming this Sunday, Coach's Corner. I'll let her explain that one to you, but I want to tell you, you need to be there. Now, Big Jack's story time and his Sharpening Iron show or universe with so many spinoffs, and Ask a Beat. This is our new one. This is our daily. And I am so happy to be able to do this now, because as y'all all know, I started out shorts, started out with my 24/7s, and yes, I still have those. You can go look for aliens, Sage. And you can also see what the weather is in the US also. But this show is Ask a Bee. This is where I have put out an address, an email address, and I'm receiving emails just asking any kind of questions. Now, I really like the uplifting ones, but if you have a conspiracy theory, Sage, you can certainly write me an email to that too. Okay? Definitely get that in there. The other emails are also, if you would like to be on any of the shows, Big Jack shows, Mama Lyons shows, any of these shows, and any of the new shows that I know we're going to end up grabbing a hold of and holding on tight in the future, you just send an email to Big Jack Storytime, Boss B, or Mama Lyons, either one, and we will get back to you. Now, if you want to send a question for Ask a Bee or a question for Gentleman's Journal, do that. Please do that, because that is the best content that you can find out there, okay? First and foremost, because not only is it random, but you're helping somebody else out there too. Now, I will let somebody know that I'm going to read their letter for the day, so that they know that they can come and watch and hear what I might have to say. Now, I encourage you to do that. And even in your email, if you would like to be notified, go ahead and let somebody know. But I will get an email and I will, I'll be honest, I write me some talking points. I don't write a script. I don't like scripts. We're trying to be all organic here because that's the best way to get across to somebody. You know, I don't want to sit here and you see my eyes going like this the whole time. No, no, no. That's no fun. That's no fun. And no, the glasses aren't hiding it. You can see me look away. The point I'm trying to make is, though, we want organic answers. We want something that's going to help somebody. We want something that's going to take somebody into this situation in a lighter perspective, okay? We want to absolutely answer your questions about Three Eye Atlas or Beetlejuice, because I got those lives too, honey. Big Jack, I think this whole universe is amazing, and that's what brings out the good in me. I truly believe that's the case. And let me tell you, you don't have to believe in God, but there is a higher power that put me in this path. And thank you. I thank God every single day for the opportunity that I have today. Absolutely. With Big Jack, with Mama Lyons, with Walt, my best friends, my brothers and sisters from coast to coast. And when we can get up here and answer somebody's question and maybe possibly even just a tad make life a little bit easier or make a situation a little more understood, then hey, you know what? I'm all for it. And if getting up here every single day for an hour and once a month, and well, you know what? Any other time too on your shows, send me emails to that. Send us emails if you want us on your shows too. Thank you so much, Source. You have a blessed day. I love you, brother. Give Deb a big hug for me. Okay, clarity in the relationship that I have right here. I have friends. I know. Miss Patty, if I didn't know before, honey, I know now. And it's so, so wonderful to know that I have good friends here. And let me tell you, it makes this show so much easier for me. It really does. The first day, I'm telling you, I could hardly breathe all the way through that first show. Second show, okay, I could take a deep breath now and then. Let me tell you, today I thought it was going to be so difficult because of this thing with the Dallas Cowboys and being so close to home. Because let me tell you, yeah, Plano is about 20 minutes from me. So that's so close to home. I'm not going to go back into that dump, though, because right now I'm feeling pretty good. I really am. A little dry, a little bit, but I am feeling good. Because, yes, Miss Patty, I know. I feel it now. And I'm so happy that I changed my mind about being a faceless channel, because let me tell you, this feels good. This feels great. Reading your letters, giving my opinion. And I will tell you, I haven't quite gotten out how I'm going to do it yet, but I have gotten a few responses back on a couple of people that have watched the show. Actually, 2 responses. I've only had a few days worth, 4 days worth, but I have gotten 2 responses back on those. And they were thanking me and agreed with me. And I'm going to get all this together as soon as I get a little bit more to put it together to show, because Big Jack gave me the idea. And I'll have to say this. Big Jack gave me this idea. He has his people sending in videos to tell the world about how their experience was on one of our shows. And I think that in in keeping with being anonymous for these letters, because I understand some of this stuff can be embarrassing. Okay. And in keeping it with being anonymous, letting people know, hey, I read your letter, them coming back and saying, hey, thank you. It gives them a sense of finding that answer themselves, right? You want people to feel independent. So you don't say, hey, this is what you absolutely have to do. You say, no, you have my opinion here. Now you pick and you take what from it you think would work for you. And if none of it works from you, I'm sorry. I really wish I had found it for you. Maybe somebody else can. I cannot stress this enough. And I will stress this from day one till the very last breath I take. It is never, ever, ever a problem if you ask somebody for help. Always, always know that there's someone out there that is willing. And it may not be the person that's right beside you, okay? It may not be. But there's somebody out there. And I can tell you too, I feel like I'm living proof of this here, right now. Because because of things like this. Okay? Patty says, you are genuine and sincere. I knew that after a few minutes. We have talked about this before. How good finds good. I believe that. This is why I know. This is absolutely why I know that I am loved. I'm sorry. 4 days in, and Miss Patty, here you are. Patty friend, you are the best. You are amazing. I love you so much. Thank you, honey. Thank you. I needed that. I think I really needed that. I think everybody needs that a little bit, right? Everybody needs that encouraging person out there. But you know what? Patty knows. Patty knows that what she just did for me, I would turn around and do in a heartbeat 10 times over for her. Right? I know you know that. That's why Patty keeps coming back for me. That's why I keep showing up for Patty. That's why Patty and I are having this conversation right now. I love you, honey. You people right here, all of the people in this chat room today are the reason I'm here. Okay? Sage, I love you too. You are loved, Miss B. Since the first time we chatted, I knew you was family. And Miss Patty knows. See, that makes my day. Oh, and not in a Clint Eastwood way. Yes, I'm old. I'll get over it. Thank you. Thank you so much. And the source for being here. And Big Jack, I know I'm getting a little sappy up in here, but I have a good reason. I have some good friends here. I have some good people that don't mind listening to me talk. I mean, that's ultimately what it's about, right? But it is also a Llama School Day. I don't know if I said anything to anybody about that just yet. Maybe on, yeah, I think I did on the Ladies' Diary last night. I am homeschooling now my granddaughter, which is, wow, amazing, blowing my mind. I loving it. I do still have my time. She has a rest time with her people. So we have a little time here, that I can come and do my show. Everything's schedulable. Anyway, I do need to get back to her. So I am going to go ahead and end this one out and say, where courage becomes clarity. Thank you for joining me on Ask a Bee today. If today's conversation spoke to you, share it with someone who needs a little strength, a little guidance, or a little reminder that they aren't walking alone. Okay. This show is about community, and every voice here matters, including yours. Drop your letters, drop your stories, and your questions for tomorrow's episode, because I'll be right back. One day, one answer, one heart at a time. We all get to grow and glow together. I'll see you on the next Ask a Bee. Thank you, guys. And thank you, Patty. Thank you for keeping the Dallas Cowboys in your thoughts and prayers. Yes, please do that. Do that for the family. Thank you, guys. I love y'all. Don't forget to go over there and check out Big Jack. Check out Mama Lyons. Don't forget the Coach's Corner on Sunday. We are so excited to get it going. All right, you guys, keep your peace, keep your faith, keep your funny. Like and share, subscribe for more. Don't miss any of my 24/7 live streams on 3i Atlas. I love you guys. Bye.
How you like that?